we really have amazing stories out here. And I think Durham Region suffers from that lack of, of publicity. We don't really tell our story. I think it's a kind of a humble area of the world where people just sort of get on with their day, they do their work, and they go home and enjoy their family. But we all have, I believe, a responsibility, if we want to grow this region, to be telling the great stories that are happening here, honestly, to anybody that will listen.
But if I'm an entrepreneur, a technology entrepreneur, and I have a business in Toronto, it's one thing for me to ask you now, like, what makes that person, that man or woman, pack up shop and move out here? That's a reasonable question. But if I'm an entrepreneur in India or in Hong Kong or wherever you're seeing growth right now, Singapore, what is it that we could be doing more of to attract that kind of activity?
Well, I think that we have a unique opportunity because Spark is one of the Startup Canada visa designated organizations that, we can market directly to them, and we do market directly to them. What's interesting is that the organization who is the Government of Canada, of course, is the overarching, owner of the Startup Visa program. And what they did is on the website, they have all the designated, entities that can sponsor these entrepreneurs. We have not done one advertisement. We have not paid, not for one ad, not Facebook ad, not anything. Just the fact that Spark Center shows up on that website, we get hit on and hit on and hit on. And the reason is really simple. There are a lot of really interesting places in the world with really, really smart people who are really, really educated. And they come back to their home countries and they are working in jobs and they have amazing ideas, but it can be, it can be an unstable environment. And if they're having families, ultimately what happens is they want to take their family out of that unstable environment and take them to somewhere that provides a more stable environment and more opportunity. And Canada right now is the darling in the world. So we can really maximize our, everything that we know about Canadians, that we're friendly, we're tolerant, we're diverse. I mean, these are all incredible, selling points of Canada. And
I think you're starting to answer the question now.
Yeah, so people want to come here.
The visa story is compelling for sure, but what can this community in particular do you think, to be more appealing and attract more of that sort of growth?
It's telling the story, but it's also because, if you're overseas and you read about Durham, which will be completely unknown to you, but so will everybody, so will everywhere else in the world. So we're on a level playing field in that respect. But if you start talking about all the great stuff that's going on here, and the lifestyle, and this fabulous waterfront, and the community that's here, that's really appealing. It's really, really appealing to people who want to take their families into a more stable environment and have the opportunity that living in North America provides.